You keep telling yourself you are lazy. You beat yourself up for not having motivation, for wasting time, for staying stuck in the same place while others pass you by. You scroll, you distract, you avoid. Then you judge yourself for it, and the loop continues. But what if you are not lazy? What if that label is not the truth, but a symptom, a mask for something deeper, something modern life feeds and rewards? Comfort. That is your addiction, not laziness. You have been conditioned, slowly, quietly over years, to chase comfort at all costs. Comfort has become your default, your safety net, your identity, and comfort is a liar. It promises rest, but delivers emptiness. It offers safety, but steals your growth. It feels good in the moment, but leaves you hollow when it matters most. We live in a world where everything is one tap away. Food, entertainment, validation, even connection. And when life gets hard, even slightly uncomfortable, you reach for what feels easy. Not because you are weak, but because your nervous system has been trained to avoid discomfort, like it is death. But let me ask you this. When was the last time you were uncomfortable on purpose? Not just stressed, not anxious, but intentionally uncomfortable, pushing past the edge of who you were. That feeling of going to the gym when your body screams no. That resistance you feel when opening the blank page to write. The hesitation before making a difficult phone call. The anxiety right before doing something unfamiliar. That is not failure. That is the signal. That is where real change begins. Comfort addiction hides this truth. You cannot grow and stay comfortable at the same time. Growth demands discomfort, and discomfort is not your enemy. It is your path. You were not born lazy. You were born wired to survive. And in the modern world, survival looks like distraction. It looks like numbing, like scrolling, like constantly checking if you are okay in the eyes of everyone else. But here's the thing. You do not need more motivation. You need friction. You need moments that hurt. Moments that wake you up. Moments where you feel the cost of your comfort. Because comfort always has a cost. And the longer you stay in it, the higher the price becomes. You begin to lose pieces of yourself. Your hunger, your curiosity, your fire. You trade your potential for peace. But it is not real peace. It is sedation. The real you, the disciplined, focused, driven you, is still there. But he is buried under layers of short-term relief. And the only way to find him is to feel the friction again. No, this is not about burnout. This is not about hustle for the sake of being busy. This is about choosing discomfort with intention. It is about stretching yourself day by day, inch by inch, until your mind catches up to your potential. You will not feel ready. You will not feel motivated, but you must move anyway. Because every time you choose discipline over comfort, you build evidence. You tell your nervous system, I can do hard things. And eventually, the hard things become your new normal. Comfort wants you to forget who you are. Discipline reminds you. Every time you choose comfort over challenge, you weaken the bridge between who you are and who you could be. Think about that. Every skipped workout, every goal you delay, every plan you talk about but never act on. These are not harmless moments. They are bricks. Bricks that slowly build a wall between you and the version of you you were meant to become. And yet, you think the problem is you. You say you are lazy. You say you are unmotivated. You say, maybe I just do not have what it takes. The truth is much harder and more freeing. You have built a life that protects you from pain rather than prepares you for power. You surround yourself with ease, soft routines, soft decisions, soft distractions. You have been fed the lie that a good life is a comfortable one. But nothing about comfort makes you feel alive. You do not remember the nights you stayed in and scrolled for hours. You remember the nights you did the thing that scared you. You remember the moments when you said yes, even though your hands were shaking. You remember the time you failed, but got back up anyway. Because that is where your story is written. Not in the silence of safety, but in the tension of transformation. You want change. You crave it in your bones. But craving is not commitment. If you really want to change, you need to understand what comfort is stealing from you. It is not just your time. It is your resilience, your presence, your self-respect. Every time you avoid a difficult task, you tell yourself, I am not strong enough. And every time you complete one, no matter how small, you rewrite that story. Discipline is not a punishment. It is proof. Proof that you are no longer owned by your impulses. Proof that you can delay pleasure in service of something greater. Proof that you can trust yourself. And that right there is everything. Because self-respect is built in private, not in front of an audience, not when people are watching, but in the quiet, unseen moments where you choose the hard thing, just because it is the right thing. Let us be honest. Comfort feels good until it does not. Until your dreams die in your imagination. Until your goals fade into daydreams. Until your life becomes a blur of habits you did not choose. Comfort is the slowest kind of death. It buries you with a smile. It numbs you just enough that you do not even realize what you are losing. But here is what they never tell you. Discomfort is addictive too. Once you start choosing it, once you start showing up and feeling the rush of doing what you once avoided, you change. You walk differently. You speak with clarity. You stop over-explaining yourself. You stop looking for permission to act. You stop performing for people who would never do the same for you. Because you know, deep in your body, that you are not lazy. You were just sedated. You were lulled to sleep by a world that benefits from your passivity. A system that keeps you entertained, but empty. Productive, but purposeless. You do not need more apps. You do not need another planner. You do not need to be motivated. You need to remember who the hell you are. You need to stop waiting for your future to arrive fully formed. It is not coming. No one is coming. This is it. Today. This hour. This moment. Everything you want lives on the other side of discomfort. And the version of you who lives there, the one who is grounded, clear, disciplined, is not some fantasy. He is not someone you will become one day when things feel perfect. He is waiting for you to get uncomfortable. Because once you feel it, truly feel it, you will begin to crave it. You will look forward to the friction, to the pain of growth, to the silence of discipline, to the isolation of working when no one is clapping. You will realize this is where the real ones are made. In the dark, in the cold, in the moments no one sees. You are not lazy. You are capable of incredible things, but only if you are willing to sacrifice the version of you who thinks comfort is happiness. Because he is not your future. He is your anchor, and it is time to cut the rope. Do you know why discomfort changes people? Because discomfort demands presence. When you are cold, you feel every breath. When you are tired but still push, you hear your heart beat like a drum. When you are afraid and do it anyway, Your body floods with clarity. In those moments, there is no past to regret, no future to worry about. Just now, just action. And that is where power begins, in the now. But most people never reach that moment. They quit too early. The second it gets hard, they retreat, not because they are weak, but because they are untrained. No one taught them how to sit in the fire without running from it. No one taught them how to let pain sharpen, not shatter. No one showed them that suffering, when chosen, becomes strength. So let me say this plainly. You are not meant to be soft forever. You are not meant to spend your life in a room lit by a screen, scrolling through other people's courage. You are not meant to be passive in the face of your own potential. You are meant to move mountains, but you are treating yourself like glass. Every uncomfortable moment is an invitation to become steel. Every moment you resist the pull of comfort, you rewrite your identity. And identity is everything. You cannot act consistently in a way that contradicts how you see yourself. So if you still believe you are lazy, if you still wear procrastination like a second skin, then you will always sabotage the very things you say you want. That is why discipline is not just behavior, it is belief. You must believe you are the kind of person who follows through. You must believe you are the kind of person who does what needs to be done, especially when no one is watching. You must believe that every small action is a brick, and eventually you will have built something no one can take from you. You are not building a life, you are building a character, and that character will carry you when motivation dies. Because motivation is a spark, discipline is the firewood. You will not feel like it most days. But feelings are not the compass. Action is. So take the walk, make the call, write the page, lift the weight. Say no to the thing that drains you. Say yes to the thing that scares you. Every time you do, you silence the voice that tells you you are not enough. You were not born lazy. You were born powerful. But that power is buried beneath layers of excuses, distractions, and false comfort. And every action you take is a shovel. So keep digging. Dig until you reach the part of you that never gave up. Dig until you find the version of you who remembers why you started. And when you are tired, not just tired like I need sleep, but tired like I want to disappear, know this: you are closer than you think. The struggle you feel is not a sign you are broken. It is the evidence you are waking up. Comfort may seduce you, but discomfort will shape you. And one day, you will look in the mirror and not just see the same tired face. You will see a fighter, someone who chose the harder path, someone who became what they were meant to be, not by chance, but by choice. And that will be the day you stop asking, "Why am I so lazy?" and start asking, "How much more can I become?" So here is your choice. Stay comfortable and stay the same, or get uncomfortable and become unstoppable. The life you want does not arrive. It is built, and the building begins now.